Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy AvTheLegend, and today we are back on ALS for update log. I think this is 77. Update 77 with the new addition of the Simon Godly. This one, if you watched my previous video, would know that this update it was a lot. But as you can see right here, we are going to be showcasing Simon. And that is a lot of damage for 18 upgrades. So yeah, we're gonna be showcasing Simon. He's absolutely busted, and there's like so much to him. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, we're in the legend stage now, and the team that we're actually gonna be using for him is him, of course. Hero Hunter with rapid recovery, Ladies Man, efficiency, and Sanji with solo burning, the epic version, and our 2 money units. So let's get our money units up and running and place them down, and then we could actually start the showcase. Okay, our money units are now maxed out, which means we can actually start the showcase. So I already placed down Hero Hunter, upgrade him a little bit just so that he could deal with the units up in the front. So let's place down the rest of our units. Ladies Man, of course Simon, and the rest of our Sanjis. And I'll show you why we actually need Sanji in a minute. So yeah, okay, that's all our units down. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Simon doing 23 million on placement. And as you can see, his SBA is rapidly declining. This is because of two things. That being, we have 2 Ladies Man that I believe it's minus 40% SBA. Yeah, it's minus 40% SBA right here on this passive. Any wife unit, cap of 20% damage increase and minus 20% damage and minus 40% SBA. And we have 2 of them. And he has a buff that all buffs in range are 25% stronger. So that's Simon. So as you can see, his damage will go his SBA will go all the way down to minus 80. Right? So let's unlock his passive. Boom, that's his last passive that he'll be unlocking. And let's go through his actual passives. As you can see, it keeps going up. 2.5 billion. Alright, let's go through his passives. First passive, the drill that pierces the heavens. For each consecutive hit on the same enemy, apply in order and loop crippled, bleed, mutilate, rupture, shred, negation, and dismantled. Alright. So which automatically makes him a great boss killer. Second, who the hell do you think I am? If you know the anime, that's a peak line right there. When stunned or debuffed, cleanses instantly. Next attack becomes full AoE and applies all 7 effects regardless of cycle progress. So when he is stunned or debuffed, it cleanses it immediately. And I think this is why we also have Ladies Man, because he's doing minus 20% SBA. So he's just like continuously cycling. I don't know if it like resets and does it over and over again every time he cleanses it, but at least for the first like tick or minus 20, he's cycling all 7 regardless. It just applies all 7. All right, leader of Team Daigurn shares 25% of Simon's damage, crit damage, and crit chance to allies in range. Cap of 50 billion, 1,000 crit damage, and 55 crit chance. This is what makes him broken, because if we look at our Sanjis, they're doing billions because he's sharing his damage. And it gets even crazier when we upgrade him into his Super Tengen form. Right? So Tengen top of Fighting Spirit. Whenever an ally in range attacks, gain plus 0.25% of that unit's damage, cap of 100% per unit. After reaching plus 45% damage from any source, deals 3.5x max HP damage, cap of 250 billion. So it's a 250 billion per unit, I'm pretty sure, right? And he kinda, it's like interest. So he gives 25% of his damage and gains like 100% back per unit, which is insane. So let's max him to his ability, right? Giga Jill Break. Upon activation, deal 50 billion damage x number of enemies in range. Applies 10 random status effects to enemies. And it's a 500-second global cooldown. Well, this is pretty good if you're like struggling and there's a bunch of units on the map, you pop this. So that's pretty fire. And now 2 upgrades after this, you see he gets maxed out. Ooh, we unlocked our Icarus. Okay, he gets maxed out, right? But it did say that he had 18 upgrades. Well, this is because of the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann ability. Upon activation, it sets Simon's base damage stat to 7.5 billion, right? But remove all buffs currently applied to this unit. Allow Simon to be further upgraded to upgrade 18. He gains, I can't even see that, anti-magic? Is that what that says? Something. And extinguish status effects. Increases the share damage from passive 4 from 25 to 50%. Caps are also buffed. Increases the damage from active 1 to 500 billion x 2 times number of enemies in range, which is this ability right here. So his number 4 passive, this one, Leader of Team Daggerin, now this is 50%, and the cap goes up to 100 billion damage with a 2000 crit damage and 110 crit chance. So let's pop this. Boom. And this is a great cutscene. I like this cutscene. Wherever he is. Oh, there it is. Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Long name. But yeah. So as you can see, he's doing 800 billion from all the units around him. Our Denji... why do I keep saying Denji? It's because it says Lenji right there. Our Sanji is now doing 125 billion per second, and it caps out here. But as you can see, the reason why I like to use him out of all other units is because he has the effect burn. So he's also doing 168 billion burn damage at the same time. And our Ladies Man is doing 400 billion, right? While our Hero Hunter, he's doing about 140 billion. He didn't even max him out. So there you go. So they're all doing high amounts. And look at his crit damage. 1.24k. That's thousands. Right? And yeah, so this is him. Honestly, people were really complaining about him because, you know, they thought that, oh, he's super expensive because he has to be maxed out and all this. But no, look, realistically, if we weren't showcasing and just playing normally, you can reach this level and be perfectly fine. Because you don't have to upgrade any of these. Maybe besides Hero Hunter. But you don't have to upgrade any of these. You don't at all. You don't even have to get to this level. 125 billion per second is kind of a drag. Right? So look at that. His damage just keeps scaling. And if we upgrade him one more time, he's doing 1 trillion damage a second, ladies and gentlemen. And to max him out real quick, 2.3 trillion damage a second. Do you understand how broken that is? And he has his crit as well. He's just a really maxed out unit. I really do recommend you go for him. I know it's tedious, but it really is worth it. He's actually like busted. It's so good. You can also pair him with Poochie, and he does really, really good with Poochie. I was gonna do that, but Poochie takes so long to get because of his, like, honestly, a godly quest of a grind. But yeah, if you want to pair him with Ladies Man. Out of all units, please pair him with Ladies Man. Look at that. 800 billion. I don't know if we max him out, if that changes anything. Okay, yeah. It decreases his SPA a little bit. So, like, 800 billion almost a second. This is so busted. But yeah. So, that's pretty much Simon. So, with all that being said and done, AvTheLegend out.